My ex-wife to me is the most beautiful woman I've ever met in my life, and
I couldn't believe it was her. It was like a dream. But there she was, just like I remembered her. That delicately beautiful face, and a body that could melt a cheese sandwich from across the room. And breasts that seemed to say, hey, look at these.
it's not just looks, it's what's inside as well. And I've actually dated women that weren't as attractive, but they had a heart of gold.
She was the kind of woman that made you want to drop to your knees and thank God you were a man. Yeah. She reminded me of my mother, all right, no doubt about it.
So everybody has to know, what is going to, attract you to a woman. And then same thing with a man. But I think everybody brings something to the table, and I think we get too hung up on looks. No, but it's funny, man. It's one of those things where, you have to figure out what you like, but your likes change.
Well, we're waiting.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Like your skin cells, all that stuff.
Yeah. So what if your likes change? So in other words, when you get older, you may like one thing for a few years, and you might start liking another thing. So your preferences might change. So it's.
Frank, snap out of it. You're looking at her like she was your mother, for Christ's sake.
I think we constantly evolve, we change, we evolve into something else. That's what I'm trying to say. What do they call that?
What, the taste buds changing thing?
You changing. It's called phases. You go through phases in
Like a midget at a urinal, I was going to have to stay on my toes.
You go through phases. Like, in other words, you like one thing, and then a couple years later, you like something completely different. You're like, what the heck? But you go through phases, and phases will drive you through life because, you're going through different experiences, if that makes sense to you. Like, you experience different things, and it might push you towards something else. But like I said, I told you the other night, everything in life is learning. You're learning different stuff as you go. You're learning. Everybody you meet, like I told you, everybody you meet in life is a teacher. They're teaching you different things.
That was college, M Corner. That was college.
So I'm very polarizing, like extremely. Like people will flock to me, like wherever I go.